Thank you, Doctor, for giving me opportunity to present video. My name is Chiu Woon, and now I want to discuss regarding my internship company, which is the Quantum Logistics Senyum Hub. Firstly, I want to introduce my company history. Quantum was founded in 1992 for freight forwarding in domestic and international market. They have grown and expanded to be a total logistics provider by providing multimodal service including air, sea, and land. In 28 years until now, Quantum has successfully emerged with branch in Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia, Vietnam, Cambodia, and Australia, and with the staff more than 300 pupils. The missions of the Quantum is integrity, quality service, passionate, commitment, excellent, innovation, community service. These all the elements is very important, and they can enable the Quantum as the leading logistics company in the Asia Pacific region. Otherwise, the product and service they offer by Quantum, which is sea freight, air freight, custom clearance, container freight station service, and 3PL. In addition, I want to talk more about the functions that performed by the Quantum as a freight forwarding agent. Firstly, as an advisor, Quantum always satisfies customers by finding the best routing and relative shipping costs. They act as an advisor to the shipper and help the shippers to find the least expensive mode, so that the shippers can be satisfied when they can be save the shipping cost. Secondly, as a booking agent for shipping, trucking, and airline companies, Quantum need to facilitate bookings of cargo for import and export, including FCL booking, LCL booking, and air freight. They need to booking slots for movement of cargo in container, trucks, or airlines. As an example, some of the clients that request our companies to help them to booking for the sea freight, so that we need to have going to booking with the ocean freight liner. Otherwise, also they have a lot of the pupils, they have lookings for the air freight, so that we need to have going to the airline companies. Not only that, many the customers have find our companies to pick up the cargo from the warehouse, so that we need to also need to going to booking with our truck and haulage company, so they can easy our driver to collect the haulage. Thirdly, as an arranger with exporter to pack and mark goods, Quantums have always to ensure proper packaging and marking exists on all packages for easy identification and to ensure the safety of the cargo. Fourthly, as a consolidation agent, Quantum not only as a booking agent for shipping, trucking, and airline companies, they also have helping the customers to console the product. What is the console product? Usually, this console product is come from the shippers. They're having the small packages of the cargo. They need to have the bookings for the LCL container, which is the least container loading. And usually is these small packages of the cargo. They need to have the sharing container, so that as the freight forwarding agent, Quantum have help the customers to console the smaller items products into the sharing to container. Otherwise, the Quantum always to optimize the space usage in the container. Why? Because one of the full containers they can be put many smaller cargo, so that if you have optimize the space usage, so that they can have more the cargo can be put in. so that it can be getting the more profit. Fifthly, as a custom clearance agent, Quantum always have the subsidiary loader multi-module to declare the custom forms and make the actual clearance. Loader has always the working closely with the customs to offer the extensive advice on the opposite duty ranks and postilles, and can clear all the cargoes and the major gateways of Falkland, KLIA, Penang, Pacific. 7. As a marine issues negotiator, Quantum's always to have assured that all the cargo have possessions to having the insurance marine. Agree, as an import-export documentation agent. Quantas always have their own documentation team. These documentation teams have very responsible, and then they can assure that all the documents are the correct and accurate, so that they can smoothly import export. 9. As a translator, Quantum always using the English to coordinate and communicate with the customer, so that there is not a problem to overcome the overseas clients. Furthermore, the key departments in the Quantum which is sales and marketing coordinator, customer service, operation, documentation. The challenge that I am facing is soft skill development. The Quantums have improved information technology and deliver excellent service to customers. They always have upgrades and constant research. Finally, they have come out of the two of most advanced systems to provide the total logistic solutions to customers, which is T3 warehouse management systems and a spread application. Since I was the intern student in the customer service department, so I always have using the spread applications to manage my daily jobs. This application is very useful. It can support the freight forwarding business. Also, it can manage the entire operations for both air and sea freight. The systems provide the total solutions in Cobra freight with modules such as the sales automations, bookings, custom interface, and so on. Secondly, the challenge is communication skill. I understand as a customer service staff, the flow of the creating bookings of a step. Then you will follow to other departments as well. So that the interactive with internal staff and the external customers is very important to complete the task. They are important to build a good relationship and reach a natural conclusions with each other. Ask other or mentor when confused to avoid the misunderstanding occur. Therefore, the communication skills is very important when doing the internship period or also in the real field work. Thirdly, branding skill. Branding skill is also my challenge because that as a customer service staff, we need to prepare the correct, accurate document to the customer. If sometimes we have received the wrong information from the customers, then we can come up the not so good result. So it can reflect to the customers will be the dissatisfied to our service and also fan reputations company. So that we need to have do the planning and preparing before we have to deliver the result. The actions that I will have to overcome to challenge, such as discuss with mentor when having problem at system or job to avoid misunderstanding. Also, ask the senior when come to new process. Finally, I willingness to change, learn and grow. The job tasks that I have performed, such as working at customer service department for product export sea freight. Then I will have always given the quotations to the customers. After the customers that agree our quotations given, then we can booking with the liner. After booking with liner, we need to key in the data into spread and open a new job file. Other than that, if the customers want us to pick up cargo, so that we need to confirm with the client delivery place and time, so that we can arrange a pickup cargo with the transporter. Finally, I always have communicate with the client to coordinate custom clearance and delivery, also transport order. The moral values that I need to develop, such as the positive energy. Energy is the spirit of making a difference. Less complain harness, but love it and enjoy working more. Otherwise, we also need to give us more energized. Always to encourage and motivate ourselves. It's helpful to lead us to be more active. Other than that, we also need to have the ability to make a tough decision, even all the information is not available and supporting. Take a decision, execute, and overcome all barriers in order to complete the test. Finally, develop passion. I always have extreme to excited learning and growing. We need to have so much comprehend the harness, but need to have loving and enjoy more. In addition, I want to talk about the case study. My title case study is COVID-19 Effects on the Logistics Sector. Based on the 16 March 2020, Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin lists the 6 categories affected implementing restricted movement order from 18 March 2020 till 28 April 2020 to contain the COVID-19 pandemic. Due to the restricted movement order COVID-19 from Selangor Freight Forwarders and Logistics Association (SFFLA) had added that the government agency, customs, terminals, shipping agencies, and all the related government agencies are in the operations. However, Quantum Logistics as a freight forwarder agency for domestic and international market has still operated, and staff are maintained service to their clients. It also including subsidiaries of the Quantum, which is Histi Logistics and Roda Multimodal Sdn Bhd, as well as all the branches in Malaysia will be operated as usual. The challenge they have facing on the logistics sectors, they have effect on from the MCO, which is the MCO have making the employee is lower productivity when working from the home. The worker will be inconvenient and lack of comfortable when do job at home, especially for family. Other than that, there are some of the employee they have the lack of the Wi-Fi connecting, so they can it is the waiting their time instead they need to waiting the Wi-Fi loading, and also it is difficult for them to complete the job faster. Besides that, the delay on land transport was facing in the logistic company. Land transport is maintained, but subject to disruption and slowdowns due to increased border control from warehouse to port. Also that the police is carefully to checking with each driver. Therefore, it will definitely to increase the route congestion and will delay the pickup cargo from warehouse, so that it can increase the pressure to the freight forwarding agency like customs and shippers. Finally, due to the further extensions of MCO, will be dragged down earnings on logistics sector. The MCO has disrupted and stopped operations of most manufacturing. Negative impacts the logistics sector with lower cargo volumes and shipments. The suggestions I want to give for the Quantum, which is organized sport day. This activity is very useful because it can encourage employees to exercise their bodies instead just working at day. Usually, employees feeling very tired for a long time when they are simply working, and especially most of them are dealing with the same job task every day. Therefore, through this activity can stimulate the employee's spirit and energies to improve their performance at the work. Thank you, Doctor, for watching my presentation.